strongest he's ever been is what his coaches are saying. And so I know on November 15th it's going to be a war, but I just plan on outboxing him and showing the world what I'm capable of and coming alive in the moment and knocking out one of the best to ever do it.
Floyd Mayweather has completely lost it after training with Mike Tyson. The guy was literally shaking. Mike's punches are coming in so fast they might as well break the sound barrier, or maybe even time itself. And after this, all Mayweather, the undefeated defensive genius, is genuinely worried for Jake Paul. Because on November 15th, Iron Mike isn't coming to play nice. He's about to crush Jake's soul, turn his overinflated ego into a pancake, and probably make him regret every YouTube prank he's ever pulled.
He looks the best shape and the strongest he's ever been is what his coaches are saying. And so I know on November 15th it's going to be a war.
Well, even Mayweather, who's seen everything in the ring and felt Tyson's punches firsthand, can't believe the force Tyson still packs. So what can this so-called 27-year-old YouTuber really expect? And believe me, when Floyd Money Mayweather, the defensive mastermind, teaming up with Mike Iron Tyson, this partnership is like merging fire and ice, and it's shaking the entire sport to its core.
The only thing I have to say about Mike Tyson is everyone is always trying to judge Mike Tyson. He lived his life the way he wanted to live his life. No one can say what they would have done if they were in his shoes.
Everyone's jaws collectively dropped when they saw these two icons side by side. Not because Tyson needs help throwing punches that feel like getting hit by a freight train. No, sir. It's because Mayweather's influence is turning Tyson 4 from a human wrecking ball into a cerebral, calculated destroyer. Mayweather isn't just polishing Tyson's uppercuts for fun. He's laser focusing on Tyson's footwork, energy conservation, and defensive strategy. You know, the stuff that turned Mayweather himself into a living nightmare for his opponents.
Will you be high when you fight Jake Paul?
Oh, I'm gonna be so high off life, yeah.
You'll be high on life. Will you be high on marijuana as well?
That's a possibility, too.
It is a possibility.
And let me tell you, this isn't just some old-school feel-good training montage. It's pure, unfiltered boxing perfection, blending Tyson's relentless aggression with Mayweather's cool, tactical genius. And let's not overlook the upcoming fight against Jake Paul on November 15th at AT&T Stadium. Oh, Jake Paul, the guy who built his career sucker-punching retired MMA fighters and taking victory laps on YouTube. Jake must be sweating bullets watching Tyson train with Mayweather.
As of right now, for what he's doing, it's good for what he's doing. But once he fights a real fighter, it's going to be bad.
How do you even prepare for that? It's one thing to face a 58-year-old Tyson who's been out of the official boxing circuit since 2005, but it's another beast entirely to face Iron Mike, now equipped with Mayweather's strategies, who's ready to tear through 8 grueling rounds of punishment with gloves that might as well be pillows compared to his power. And Jake Paul? Rumor has it he's quietly freaking out. He's been seen trying to level up his own training, probably because he's fully aware that Tyson, freshly schooled in Mayweather's art of defense and energy management, is coming for his head.
Mike Tyson wanted to fight me. That is an honor. He's one of the most famous boxers in the world to ever do it. Him, Muhammad Ali, and to step in there with someone of his nature is an honor. It's a dream come true.
Imagine Jake sitting there watching clips of Tyson's improved form, trying to act cool while panicking inside. Sorry, Jake, but hiring more sparring partners won't magically make your chin Tyson-proof. The training session between Mayweather and Tyson was a masterclass in boxing evolution. Mayweather is shaping Tyson's already terrifying arsenal into something even more monstrous. Teaching Mike to hold back, to pace himself? That's like telling a tidal wave to wait before crashing. Tyson's always been about relentless offense, throwing bombs from the first bell. But now, he's learning to be patient, to set traps, and to preserve his power for the right moments. It's like arming a hurricane with a brain. Jake Paul should be absolutely terrified, because Tyson, with Mayweather's guidance, is about to show what a true veteran of the sport looks like.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, you're older than he is, but you are Mike Tyson and he isn't.
Exactly. I started, to matter of fact, I started. Thank you. I started Jake Paul off.
Can I ask you, how did you start him off?
On my fight with Roy Jones, I allowed him to fight on the card, and I decided I started him, and I'm going to finish it.
We're talking serious, career-reviving, fight-preparing training. Mayweather, the undefeated defensive genius with his perfect 50-0 record, is coaching Iron Mike, the most terrifying heavyweight to ever exist. And let's be honest, nobody saw this coming, and it's changed everything for Mike's upcoming showdown with Jake Paul. And about that ulcer Tyson suffered earlier this year? Yeah, it sidelined him when the fight was originally scheduled for July, and there were whispers that maybe he didn't have it in him anymore. But Mike, he doesn't just recover, he rebounds. The man powered through insane training regimens to come back sharper than ever. Meanwhile, Jake Paul is leaning on the "I'm in my prime" narrative, boasting about being 27 and firing punches at a respectable 34.7 per round. Cool story, Jake, but it doesn't mean much when the guy in front of you has fists that can level buildings. Stats can't measure fear, and that's what Tyson brings. Fear. Jake, that walking, talking, trash-talking TikTok boxer who loves strutting around with his 10-1 record, suddenly isn't feeling so cocky anymore. And can you blame him? Up until now, he's made a career out of swinging at retired MMA fighters, like Anderson Silva and Nate Diaz, guys whose joints probably sound like a bag of microwave popcorn when they get up in the morning.
I'm not scared of no, not at all. Not at all. I was born for this. I was born for this moment. The universe told me this was going to happen. You can ask Mike. I did ayahuasca, called him up and said, we're going to fight on the biggest stage possible.
But facing a properly trained Mike Tyson? That's a whole different nightmare, my friends. Watching Jake's ego deflate after seeing footage of Mayweather working with Tyson has been nothing short of comedy gold. Jake Paul's panic mode is in full swing. He's scrambling to adjust his entire strategy, bringing in high-priced sparring partners, as if that'll magically stop Mike Tyson from turning his skull into a basketball. The dude's suddenly obsessed with defense and stamina drills, trying to make sure he doesn't end up horizontal in the first round. But let's be real here. No number of overpaid coaches or endless drills will save Jake from Iron Mike's fists, especially not fists now refined with Mayweather's influence. The man who used to swing like a wild bull is learning to be a patient, calculated hunter. It's like teaching a bazooka to become a sniper.
Well, I'm beautiful, and I've been training for a while, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
I'm just asking when you get into camp.
I'm okay to fight.
But when you get into camp, like when?
I'm in camp right now.
Very good, thank you.
I'm in camp right now.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
And speaking of Tyson, he's had his fair share of hurdles. Earlier this year, he was sidelined by a nasty ulcer, forcing his fight with Jake to be rescheduled from July to November. But guess what? This guy is a force of nature who doesn't just recover, he comes back hungrier, meaner, and more prepared. Meanwhile, Jake Paul is in his prime at 27 and loves bragging about his endurance. But let's not pretend his youth and fitness will make much difference when Tyson connects with one of those bone-crushing hooks.
Oh man, every time I drink, get ready to get in a fight, I break out in handcuffs. I break out in handcuffs. Hey, listen, and all it's unfortunately I have to fight and be that guy. I wish I could stop that guy. That guy haunts me. That's I wish I could stop that guy. I wish I could stop that guy. I wish that guy died, but he's here to stay.
Tommy Fury, the first real boxer he fought, wiped the floor with him. Every other win against aging athletes whose specialties were anything but boxing. The guy built a reputation by pounding on people who had no business being in the ring with him. And now he's about to face Mike Tyson, a human wrecking ball whose training like his legacy depends on it. 8 2-minute rounds in 14-ounce gloves. That's the format they agreed on, probably to give Jake a fighting chance. But even padded gloves won't soften the impact of Tyson's punch, especially one sharpened by Mayweather's guidance. Public reactions to this matchup have been mixed, and not without good reason. Medical experts are practically losing sleep, warning that Tyson's age and health history could make this fight dangerous. But then there are folks like Carl Froch and Michael Bisping who see things differently. Froch has hilariously dubbed the fight a clown world, and Bisping called Jake a wannabe who's been an insult to the sport of boxing. Bisping isn't wrong. Jake's entire career has been a spectacle, built more on hype and controversy than skill. Even Joe Rogan, the man who never shies away from giving his opinion, seemed nervous about Tyson's health, but also admitted that if anyone can make a miracle comeback, it's Iron Mike. And the drama doesn't stop there. At Fanatics Fest 2024, the press conference was pure entertainment. Jake swaggered in, spewing his usual cocky garbage, but the crowd wasn't buying it. Tyson got a hero's welcome, while Jake's smirk evaporated faster than his credibility. The tension was off the charts, with Tyson oozing calm confidence while Jake tried way too hard to act unfazed. The best moment? Tyson, never one for subtlety, shoved Jake during their face-off. This wasn't a playful push, it was a warning shot.
Hey, listen, and all it's unfortunately I have to fight and be that guy. I wish I could stop that guy. That guy haunts me. That's I wish I could stop that guy. I wish I could stop that guy. I wish that guy died, but he's here to stay.
But Jake, ever the attention seeker, tried to play it cool and insulted New York fans, claiming they were good 20 years ago. Nice one, Jake. Insulting an entire city? Bold move. Mayweather, who's been keeping a close eye on all this, even said Tyson's power at 58 is nothing to joke about. Floyd knows a thing or two about intimidation, and even he's in awe of how dangerous Tyson still is.
What happened? You're not tough anymore since your loss? What happened since your loss? Yo, we gonna bust him up, guys?
I told you before, put that
Yo, let's bust him up. Where you running, Jake? Where you going since your fight? Since you lost? What's up, Jake?
Yet Jake Paul can't help himself. He's been boasting, saying he was born for this moment, like he's some boxing messiah destined to beat Mike Tyson. The delusion is strong with this one, and as if to distract from his insecurities, Jake's been lifting fake weights in a fat suit, trying to mock Tyson's age. It's classic Jake, all gimmicks and no substance. But those cheap laughs won't mean squat when the gloves are off and Tyson's swinging for real.
Oh, he's running! He's running! Look at him! Jake Paul running, champ! Why is he running?
Come November 15th, all the social media antics, all the trolling and trash talk will mean nothing. Jake Paul is stepping into the ring with a legend who's been preparing for war. Tyson is ready to show that age is just a number when you've got hands of stone and a will of iron. And Jake, well, he'll find out the hard way that boxing isn't a game, and Tyson's still the undisputed king. Mayweather's involvement is game-changing. Floyd knows how to get inside opponents' heads, and he's bringing that psychological warfare to Tyson's game. When Tyson steps into the ring on November 15th, he won't just be looking to overwhelm Jake with brute force. He'll be playing chess, not checkers, and that's the worst-case scenario for a fighter like Jake, who's used to brawls, not boxing clinics. Jake spent his career fighting people who couldn't match his size or endurance. Now he's up against a legend, and not just any version of Tyson. This is a Tyson trained by the best strategist in the sport. Jake Paul can try to act unbothered, but the truth is this isn't a fight he can meme his way out of. Tyson has never been a joke, and with Mayweather on his side, he's ready to deliver the ultimate reality check. 8 rounds, 2 minutes each won't feel short when you're desperately trying to stay on your feet against a living legend. In boxing, age is a number, but power and experience, they're game changers. And when November 15th comes, Mike Tyson will prove just that, while Jake Paul tries to survive.